in terms of the Sheamus repackaging. We talked about it a little bit last week, not too much. But I did want to note this. I'm just loving Sheamus right now. I'm going to come up right out and say it. I feel like Sheamus as a heel, he's been a lot better as suited as a heel in the past, and I feel like he's been doing a really, really good job in the last couple of weeks as a heel with the new hairdo, the "you look stupid" chants. I mean, as a heel, it works great. The promo that he cut last night was good. He had a fine match against Mark Henry, and the fact that he's being built up for a feud to Ziggler can be really good as well. So, RJ, your thoughts first on a feud with, or on the whole idea of Sheamus going heel. I know you're not the biggest Sheamus fan, neither am I, but I feel like got to give credit where credit is due. They've done a really good job of kind of turning him around and making him at least somewhat interesting again with a new theme, new look, etc.
I think the new look's stupid. I agree with the crowd. I think the mohawk is pretty dumb. I don't mind like the braided beard, like yeah. beard. I think that looks better. I think they shouldn't have went. I think the mohawk's a little over the top. I think the new theme alone's really good though. I like his new theme. It screams heel. So I like that. He has like the new like. I like his new like. I guess attitude as a heel.
Yeah.
I think like you said, he worked a lot better as a heel when he debuted anyways. And I guess he's going against Ziggler. That's what it is. I think it's good for the mid card guys, but it's not like I can't wait to see Sheamus and Ziggler.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like down the line, I feel like they should have just done a 4-way for the belt. They should have just done Ziggler, Sheamus, Bryan, Barrett. I feel like that the card would have been better off had they just done those 4 matches.
They could add someone in tonight on SmackDown.
They very well could. They're having a tag team match tonight on SmackDown. Sheamus did beat the champion after all. He beat him via countout on SmackDown last week, so they could change it. But why not just announce it off the bat? But whatever, we have a couple weeks. But Randy, what were your thoughts on the repackaging of Sheamus in recent weeks?
I couldn't wait for Sheamus to be heel again because I was growing tired of him being a face. After a while, it was just like, he wasn't getting the pop that he was getting when he first turned babyface, and it was only a matter of time. It was the same feeling how we wanted Orton to go heel, and then all of a sudden we wanted Orton to go face. It was just a matter of time with the character needed repackaging, a whole new look, new theme music. I was never a fan of the theme music he had, but him turning heel, new entrance, the new mohawk. Some people are not a fan of it. Some people call it stupid. I like it because right away you see him with that mohawk, and people are gonna automatically see him and say, "Oh, he looks stupid." Okay, boom, you already got heat, and I think that was a smart way to do it. The way he came out with the hair, it always reminds me of how Jericho first came into WWE. He had that funny-looking haircut, the blonde hair, all ponytail up in the sky, and he knew right there and then, if I did my hair funny, and I would automatically generate some heat. So just with the hair alone on Sheamus is generating heat. Now he's fighting all the good guys. He's putting himself in some potential IC title match down the road. With you saying that, why isn't it a 4-way? I think it's better to have Bryan and Barrett now, and then at the next pay-per-view you involve whether it's Ziggler or Sheamus, because I think if you have all 4 now, they're kind of rushing these great potential matches and everything. The Intercontinental belt should not always be a 7-man ladder match. It should not be a fatal 4-way all the time. Once in a blue, but at some point you got to start generating great one-on-one matches, which I think Daniel Bryan is going to do with Barrett at the pay-per-view. Then down the road, he'll have Sheamus, he'll have Luke Harper, he'll have Stardust, he'll have so on and so forth. So I think going right away a fatal 4-way, I think that's a rush, which I'm glad they're not doing as of now. But anything can happen; they can switch it up. But I think if they leave Sheamus and Ziggler out of it for now, would be smart. But to answer your question, I love the whole repackaging. I'm a tweener on being a fan of his and being a fan, not a fan. But I think with him being a heel, he brings more potential to the company. And I was a fan when he was a heel back in 2009 when he had the John Cena feud and he won the belt at TLC 09, and people hated him. People did not like him. And me, I was like, hey, I like this guy because he's somebody new, somebody different. And I think him going back to his roots of being a heel will only benefit him down the road.
Absolutely. Why they turned him face to begin with? I guess he might have been stale at the time that he turned face back in 2011, I think it was. But you made a great comparison with Orton, because Orton, too, is another guy that was face for maybe 3 years, I think, before he finally turned in 2013. And why people started to petition for him to go back babyface was because his alliance with the Authority bombed. I mean, it did not work out. The guy was getting no heat. It didn't really work out because he was made to look like a complete coward. And I'm glad the rumors did not come to fruition that he's being paired, Sheamus that is, with the Authority. Because I think on his own he will shine. Like you were saying, the new theme song I think is great. The new look, it's unique. It's not great, but it's unique. And like you said, Randy, in and of itself, it's going to generate heat. So it's great for Sheamus. Looking forward as to what he does going forward in terms of his new heel persona. Whether he goes after the Intercontinental title or not, we can see a 4-way at the pay-per-view after Extreme Rules. So I look forward to that.